This is Tailgate Talk, presented by Tarpon Blue.
In this series, we're going to show you everything Texas and its surrounding southern states has to offer from our very own tailgate. We'll take you from life on the farm and the ranch to the big city lights. This is Tailgate Talk. Come along for the ride.
Hey everybody, I'm Joey Van Hecky and welcome to this week's episode of Tailgate Talk. We hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. On this episode, it's going to be something a little bit different and it's going to be pretty special. We're going to go over some of our favorite moments of 2024 as we roll into 2025. Expect big things and keep watching, and we'll catch you next time on Tailgate Talk.
We were on a family vacation up in the Black Hills of South Dakota, and Pops found a bar of soap up there, threw it in the car because I guess he thought we all 7 smelt kind of bad, and got home, started using it, and it changed our lives. As you can kind of tell, we're traveling on the road, getting out, meeting new people, helping people get healthy skincare products rather than using chemicals on their body and having itchy, dry skin. So beef tallow actually absorbs into our skin. It's got healthy A, B, E, D, K vitamins, so it's very, very nourishing for your skin. We've really just are, at this point, looking for more people to sell our soap. We only want to work with family businesses, small businesses. We want to bring back communities back into rural America, and we don't want to work with big corporate America and stuff like that. We're just trying to work with small families and other businesses that we really like, and Western stores and stuff kind of like that.
Dove season starts out here in September and ends at the beginning of November or end of October. And dove hunting is just a good pastime here in Texas. It's good for family, friends, all around. And you always want to find a water source. We're hunting a pond here, and dove get thirsty on these hot evenings and come to water. But it's also just a great pastime for kids, too, to join in and have fun. And it's been happening in Texas a long time. We got some mojos set up out here in the field. That helps draw my birds in a little bit more. And we just have a good time. We got some friends can't hit the broadside of a barn. We got some friends hit a bird every single shot. But we all
Follow along with us. We're going to go through the process of the whole weaning steps and procedures. And if you'll hang out, we'll show you the day in life of a cowboy. All right, so here, this is a set of cows the calves have already been weaned off of. They're going to kick those out to the river pasture. These cows will be ready to calve out again in the spring. And so they'll go down there and graze. And as they progress, if they need to move them, if it doesn't rain and they run out of grass, they'll continue to move them to different pastures. Here, they've already worked some of the cows. In between sets of cows, they're going to go in here and spray the chute down just with water, just to keep the dust down. They're going to bring this set of cows around. You'll see some guys on horseback, just kind of low stress, pushing these cows real easy from one set. So as they brought them out of the pasture, they kept them together in different sets. So here they're coming down the chute. As you can see, they're just going real easy with them. They're going to get sets of dewormer, some shots, and then when they're done, they'll also go back out to pasture where they'll continue to grow their calves that are inside of them and get ready to calve out in the spring.
We had several different fall setups, different photo opportunities. You can see that myself and little Joseph were getting ready to take a picture there. We got a nice person to take our picture in the pumpkin setup. Then, obviously, we were thirsty and hungry afterwards, so we had to stop into the homestead to get a sweet treat. We got some cookies and some coffee, and we found this cool QR code map, so that made it a lot easier for us to get around. We were able to find all the different things, and I felt like it was a good tool to have to know everything that was happening. They also have the Pop's Place Dottie Deal situation there. So you can get a card, and basically all the extra stuff you can add on, you can do in one stop. So we decided to keep looking around, and we just saw the flower fields. They have ice cream, they have food. They even offer live music. There was a gentleman there playing music under the pavilion. They have cold beer and margaritas on the weekends. Another great thing about the whole property is there's several different mazes. So we decided to do the cattle chute maze here. Uh, and I had fun with that. I wish Joseph could walk because then he would have had fun with it too. He loves the cows. It was definitely a good time. Then we found the fishing area, and that was so cute. There was a bunch of children. They had their cane poles and they were fishing, and it was really a good time, a good family fun activity to do.
So we got about 200 sheep down here right now, give or take. Mostly Dorpers, some are Barbados. This ground out here has a lot of clay in it, so when it gets dry, when they drain the lake, those cracks get about that big. So in the beginning, I was having problems with the lambs falling in there and having to take them out. We bottle fed a few of them, made them, saved a bunch, got them back to their moms. That was good. But now all the grass and big weeds are kind of coming over those cracks where the new set of lambs shouldn't fall in there, and hopefully I don't have that problem coming up with this new lamb crop. And it's kind of funny though, there is 200 head down here, and this is it's only about 60 to 80 acres depending on the water level, and usually that would be way overgrazed, and you would never do that on a normal ranch, but this ground is so fertile that these babies keep up.
So, you started with leather, you went to jewelry, kind of got into the ring thing, and where are you headed from there, you think?
So I think once I get a big bulk of these men's bands done, which there's the line is long, I want to do all diamond rings. Obviously with the Western arts, there's not a whole lot of makers that do Western engraved jewelry. So with the diamonds, I think I would have like a pretty good niche within that. So, and kind of doing my own style, my own flair on it. And people are getting married all the time. And really with the leather and the rings and the jewelry, as long as I'm building something, that's kind of my like go-to. I don't know if it's woodworking, marbles, it doesn't really matter. As long as I'm building something, I'm in my happy place. So
well, for sure, it's got to be rewarding to see these people when they pick these products up.
Yeah, for sure. They it's funny you say that. When somebody messages me when they get it and they're all happy, I usually take a screenshot, because usually on those bad days where I don't want to get anything done, I'll go back and look through those messages and I'll be like, oh, it's worth it. You know, like makes my day a little bit better.
So Todd, my husband, and his mom, whose name is also Ann, started the business about 30 years ago. And it really was because she loved the style of Southwest clothing and Southwest jewelry. And so she decided she couldn't find it where we live back in Topeka, Kansas. And so she decided, I'm going to start a company and that's what I'm going to sell. And 30 years later, they're one of the largest distributors for Double D ranch wear in the U.S. and carry an enormous amount of handcrafted Native American jewelry.
Well, that's really great. All great companies start from somebody seeing a need for something and then filling it.
Yes.
And I think that she's done an amazing job. Y'all, I know that you said y'all travel and do a lot of the stock show circuits and stuff like that. So you do a lot of expos and you see a lot of different clientele all throughout the United States doing that, I'm sure.
Absolutely. You know, we start January 3rd or so, and our truck and trailer comes to Texas. And when we get done with this show is the first time we'll be back home. And so we do all the big stock shows. We start in Fort Worth, San Antonio, then down to Houston, back up here for the cattle raisers. We also do the rodeo finals in Las Vegas and a couple other larger horse shows in the U.S.
Oh, wow. That's really great.
We're here at the Blue Hole Regional Park in Wimberley. It is quite an attraction for a lot of people who come here. Lots of swimming, hiking, and other outdoor activities to do. So hope you enjoy today's episode of Tailgate Talks. Blue Hole Regional Park, located in Wimberley, Texas, is a natural gem in the Texas Hill Country. Spanning over 126 acres, the park centers around the stunning Blue Hole, a crystal clear swimming area fed by the cool, spring-fed waters of Cypress Creek. Known for its iconic cypress trees, the park offers visitors a tranquil and refreshing place to swim, especially during the hot Texas summers. Blue Hole's waters are naturally filtered and remain clear and inviting, making it a beloved spot for families and nature enthusiasts.
So when you started rolling cigars, Jose, how long did it take you to figure it out?
Well, when I was 10 years old, professional when I was 15 years old. And like I say, my grandpa taught me all his secret and he passed it to me. And that's what I do for in this moment. I got different cigars, flavors like mild, medium, full, and that's what we're here.
And can you tell us a little bit about the tobacco that you use and how you came up with that?
Yeah, sure. The tobacco is Cuban seed grown in Nicaragua, Dominican, Honduras, Ecuador, different countries. And the secret is like how I mix it to build different flavor for different people. That's the secret.
And then just one thing more before we go. Do you have a favorite?
It depends how I feel. I like a medium, so when I drink a little scotch, a whiskey, something like that. When it's hot outside, I go with something mild. It depends how I feel, but I smoke everything.
I appreciate it, and we'll catch you next week on Tailgate Talk.
There you go. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in today, and thank you to our guests for sharing their story. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you next time on Tailgate Talk.
We'll tell you things